It's all political. What should we call this now? To inspire, I guess, to charge the people towards a certain belief. You must have heard this before. You must have heard politicians attempt to stir you up, to revive, to cause you to believe again, to make promises, to charge you with involvement, just so that you can participate in what is supposed to be the collective victory of the majority. Well, that's what you think is supposed to happen. But some other times, comes what you eventually get as a function of politics, somewhere between politics and goodwill. All your dreams are crashed, taken advantage by a few. So once again, here we are, watching the evolution of a new party. I think you must know, for example, the voice of the man whom you just heard. His name is Syria K. Dixon, former Bayelsa state governor who serves now as the national leader of the NDC. There is Kwakwanso, former Kanu state governor and former ADC member, including former Labour Party presidential candidate and former ADC member, now all part of the NDC. And all of this is geared towards upsetting something come 2027 general elections. Let's talk. I think you have heard the story. You're probably persuaded or otherwise. It's what do you think happens 2027 with much of all the cross-carpeting, persons leaving one party for another, people who would regard, for example, they say it doesn't matter where Obi goes, we go with him. Some others have been critical of Obi and his choices. I think the spokesperson for the presidency said that Obi was a political nomad. And being a political nomad is not even the worst thing. I don't think so. Except, we're playing identity politics. It probably may not be the worst thing. If, for example, the reason for this continuous moving about is seeking what is going to give you the best advantage for an actual outcome. But the problems are still the same. The Nigerian people want a better country. The Nigerian people want it with this administration, the previous administration, and the forthcoming administration. It seems as though it's the least asking of the Nigerian man. So once again, while we move towards what can determine that better future for all of us, we're gathered here on 99.3 Nigeria Info to talk. Let's do it. 0201-2770-993, 0201-465-7190, and on WhatsApp 08095975805. Good afternoon to you, the sunny side. Welcome. You tell us your name and you can go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. This is Chris.
Chris, thank you for being here.
Thank you very much, Joyce. Thank you for this audio you played now. You see, one thing that amazes me is those women, I'm hearing the voice, their voice at the background. It's a party that's giving women voice. And I hear the man say there is no faction. Please, I want to beg them. They should watch their back, oh. They should watch their back, oh. They should not allow such thing to happen, oh. Let them rescue us from this stormy water we find ourselves, please. I'm begging every one of them, the NDC people, according to what the man said, please, they should watch their back. Enough is enough. Amakbeton. We need to watch out for Amakbeton, and let's stand our ground and defend our vote this time. I want to beg the security agents as well. Anybody that will play any funny thing, and they will not allow this vote to be our election to be credible, well, like I always say, we all are in for it. So please, Siraki and your group, I want to not watch on our back about these people where they go cause faction or whatever in parties. Please. Thank you all. Thank you all.
99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Good afternoon to you. Welcome to Nigeria Info. What's your name?
Hello, good afternoon, Joyce.
Good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for being on the sunny side. Welcome. Tell us your name.
Yeah, this is the merchant man.
Good to have you.
It's been a while, my sister. Just like Mr. Chris certainly posited, I think the only thing we are left now is between us and those people who actually like to be used to truncate the goodwill of the people. Because it always borders on the fact that some fifth columnists will go after these money bag people who always want to be useful tools in the hands of those who have sworn that they will be with us and make sure nobody smiles as a citizen. I mean those people who always dispose themselves to make themselves available to be used by the people who always infiltrate any moving trend. I think now the aura has become the NDC. It was formerly a Labour Party. From Labour Party, it became the last one, the NDC. The previous one that he migrated from. Now we are on NDC, and you can see, like yesterday, I was checking out something on the internet. I learned that the website of the new party he joined has crashed as a result of multiple applications. So what that tells you is about people who are so much hungry for positive change, because Nigerians were deceived by change that never happened positively. I wanted to say something in the morning, and Sheriff cut me off. I was so angry because what I wanted to say was what any other person was saying. It was all about people who were calling him a prostitute, that he migrates from one party to the other. And I wanted to tell them that even the present president migrated from SDP to AD, from AD to ACN, and from ACN to eventually APC. And nobody called him a prostitute, nobody called him a nomad. But just because a man who they feel is their greatest threat, because when you look around and you want to look for alternatives and you don't find anyone. So the only one they know that people will always jump at is the man who is making trends. And there's one thing I've learned. Anytime you see all this European Union and the rest of them looking around any presidential candidate they believe will be the next president, I think some people will begin to get jittery. Because if you look around the trend of what is happening, you can see that most of these people I mentioned have been visiting this guy, and the ruling party has not been comfortable seeing the kingmakers in Africa, so to say, looking around him. So that is the reason I say it's left for those money back people who always, or the people who always want to be available to be used. But I don't think in this particular last trend of it, somebody like a Syriac Dixon, who has actually shown what leadership is all about, might be in position to allow anybody to truncate this movement that people are into now, because this might be the disposal that, or the option that any other person, the youth and the women, may be looking for. Because if you look at what is even happening in the current ruling party, their internal crisis has started, and it will plummet by the time we get to the apex of campaign. By then, there will be no room for internal democracy that we all expect, or we always see as the reason that we have been where we are. So let us continue to watch how it goes, even though I don't have faith in Nigeria political activities, because they always use 4 years to redefine our slavery with them. Thank you, my very wonderful sister. God bless you.
Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Good afternoon. This is Mr. Chimilota.
Go ahead.
Calling from a Nigeria. Yes. One thing I'm happy about this issue is that Nigeria.
I'm going to need you to turn up the volume of your radio set.
I'm very far from this. I'm surprised. What Nigerians have seen the effect of this ruling party's effort to dismantle every opposition. Now, what has happened now that
I need sincerely to apologize. You would need to turn off the volume of your radio set when you call in. We're 99.3. This is Nigeria Info. We're 30 seconds away from the top of the, we're actually 5 minutes away from the top of the hour, but of course about 30 seconds away from a commercial break. When we come back, or probably on the other side of the hour, I'll be sharing with you some of the concerns of Obi moving to the ADC. I think maybe that would inform your criticism or your judgment, finally your opinion, on how politics sometimes plays and affects outcomes. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're Nigeria Info, you on the sunny side. My name's Joyce.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Attention everyone, Flyabon flight from Lagos to Johannesburg now boarding.
Smart business travel just got better. Flyabon Airbus A320 flights have been flying since April 17th, connecting Lagos to Central, West, and Southern Africa. And right now, you can fly to Johannesburg from just 704,900 naira round trip and enjoy 2 free 23 kg checked bags, premium onboard service, and comfortable seats. Enjoy same-day return flights in just 7 hours 40 minutes. You're there. Flyabon's flexible tickets lets you adjust your plans easily while connecting you to over 20 destinations across Africa. Fly out of Lagos on Tuesday or Friday and return on Wednesday or Sunday. Flexible, no stress. Book now at flygabon.com or visit our ticket office at Terminal 2 Ikeja, Lagos, or call 0201-279-9003.
Flygabon, the heart of Africa, is open to you. Flygabon is IATA and IOSA certified.
The Kids FM Anthem Challenge is here. Now here's what you can do to participate. Head over to our Instagram page at kids.fm.ng to download the Anthem instrumental through the link in our bio. Get creative with your family. Dance, sing, and have fun with the anthem. Remember, you have to do this as a family to qualify. Post your entry and tag the official handle at kids.fm.ng for a repost. The top 4 entries with the highest engagements will win exciting cash prizes. Don't forget to use the hashtags #KidsFM Family Challenge, #KidsFM Anthem Challenge. Let's play!
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side, about less than 3 minutes before the top of the hour. Welcome to Nigeria Info. Some think this is for the benefit of all who support the vision and the person, Peter Obi. Some others believe that this is all politics. And in fact, the presidential spokesperson called him an opportunistic person. Well, let's talk on Nigeria Info. Welcome, the sunny side. Good afternoon to you. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon, Joyce. This is MB, the referendum advocate from Sulere.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, so the issue part is especially the defection of Obi from Labour to ADC to NDC. Anybody who is condemning it seems to be a political neophyte because the traces are reasons there. Except a few who does not know that the federal government is after this young man. And now, how many days the window? All these things are already calculated at them to make sure, because if Obi should run, where you have independent candidacy, he will win and win and win again. Because Nigerians have come to realize whom they are following. It's not all these propagandists and the propaganda machine that are using to disturb people. People are going, especially in the north, when people can now deviate from their norm of the fidelistic institutes that whatever man says that they will do. So the suffering is too much, and people are also participating in suffering, both APC supporters and stuff. So Obi, though that he will return to Nigeria if he wins, but why I know I'm a referendum advocate is because I know that is the best thing. If she will discuss how to stay together peacefully or go our separate places peacefully, it will be better. Because the issue in Nigeria is so complicated that Nigerian leaders don't have anything to offer, especially these ones that are there now. All they do is to break Nigerian vote, buy people, divide and rule,
give some charlatans, give them money, they continue calling from one radio station to the other, as if we are not seen, as if we are blind. No light, no petrol, no security. Every year, people are dying every day. And the so-called commander-in-chief has gone out again to say how many weeks, and people are dying every day. So they want us to continue in this state. So the what did they call them? The legal advisor has nothing. Whether he's a dual membership or what, has nothing to do with Obi's membership now with the NDC.
All right.
So if the meeting the whole country will go down voting in. He won 2023. He's still win again.
On the sunny side, we'll continue on the other side of the hour.
Keeping you informed, connecting you, and bringing you deeper into the conversation.
Government snubbed 98 billion naira UBEC funds.
Okay, what is this that we are doing? Because we are too educated for what we are.
The president has left Nigeria on their own as far as electricity is concerned.
Learning helplessness is making us know that the date of worry are better.
It means that if we keep on recycling our leaders, we cannot get the best.
In which area? We are. I beg.
This is where we need to revisit the way we look at internal policies.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's 1 o'clock.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you, Lagos. I am Boluwatife Jegede with the news. Veteran journalist and former Guardian editor-in-chief Martins Oloja has warned Nigeria's political class against winning elections and losing the nation in the process. Speaking on a television program, he called for proper risk analysis in governance. Oloja also urged leaders to avoid self-delusion and focus on responsible leadership and the broader national interest. Public affairs analyst Majid Dahiru says the ADC may have repeated the PDP's 2023 mistake by ignoring Nigeria's zoning arrangement. Speaking on Dailies Today, Dahiru says this led to the exit of Obi and Kwakwanto. He adds their defection could reshape the political landscape and challenge President Tinubu. Meanwhile, the African Democratic Congress has released its 2026 primary election timetable. The party says nominations, screening, and primaries will hold in May, with presidential primaries set for May 25. The Labour Party has also released its timetable for the 2027 elections. Primaries to be held May 27 and 29, 2026. Nomination forms go on sale May 6. And finally, Iran is warning U.S. forces to stay out of the Strait of Hormuz, saying any attempt to enter will be met with force. This follows President Donald Trump's plan to help guide stranded ships out of the Gulf. The standoff has disrupted global shipping, leaving hundreds of vessels unable to pass. That's the news on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Follow us everywhere on social media. It's 99.3 Nigeria Info. If you have any news tip for us, please call 01-465-7175. Thank you so much for staying with us. I am Boluwatife Jegede. The sunny side with Joyce continues.
This is The Sunny Side. My name is Joyce.
Tune in to The Sunny Side with Joyce every weekday from 12 to 3 p.m.
Expect so much fun right here. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
AI Without Borders Africa-Canada Collaboration Forum. Toronto Tech Week live in Canada. Take your brand beyond borders. The AI Without Borders Africa-Canada Tech Collaboration and Innovation Forum is creating a powerful platform for businesses ready to expand, connect, and grow the global stage. This is your opportunity to showcase your brand, amplify your visibility, and align with innovation that is shaping the future. Position your business where it matters, engage in new markets, build strategic partnerships that drive real impact. From Africa to Canada, this is where forward-thinking brands step into global relevance. If your organization is ready to be seen, recognized, and connected internationally, Contact us today at info@aaai.org.ng. info@aaai.org.ng. You can also call us on 0706 891 4510. 0706 891 4510. AI Without Borders, connecting opportunities and creating impact.
We're back. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Welcome. My name is Joyce. We're radioactive, actively following through every major news story, and I think you would agree with me. This defection from the ADC to NDC appears to be at the top of our conversation, not just here, but in the country Nigeria. So let's talk. INEC's deadline, Obi Kwakwanso trigger mass defection, May 4th, the Vanguard. So here's a little bit of what the Vanguard's reporting. Former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi, his Kano State counterpart, Senator Musa Kwakwanso, and others yesterday left the African Democratic Congress and charged Nigeria's political atmosphere with their defection to the Nigerian Democratic Congress, NDC. Now, we hear that INEC May deadline pretty much must have been a moving force. In fact, the polity was stirred up as political parties and politicians were locked in a realignment rat race to beat Independent National Electoral Commission's May 10th deadline for submission of membership register. All right. And you best believe that given what's to come in 2027, anyone with an ambition or anyone who believes that he can bring about change, upset the current government, is trying to make sure they are qualified for the best outcome. So primary reasons for Obi leaving, according to him, he raised a concern of internal crisis and division. Obi highlighted endless court cases, internal battles, suspicion, and invasion. There's also the issue of division within the party. He says within the ADC as major deterrents. He expressed that these issues shifted the party's focus away from national problems towards internal power struggles. Exactly, you'd expect that. In your pursuit of a political ambition, power is the soul and structure of why men go into politics. Except, the rare cases where a few are there for service. All right. So political interference, according to him, he alleged that the same, quote, state agents who caused instability in the Labour Party had begun infiltrating the ADC to destabilize it. Political control. He criticized the party for engaging in politics built more on control. Can you imagine that? Politics built on control and exclusion than on service and nation building. He felt that even though he contributed sincerely, he was sometimes treated like an outsider in his own home, meaning that certainly the environment was toxic. And that would mean, he described, according to him, that Nigeria's current political space became increasingly toxic, where integrity and humility are often misconstrued as weakness. And for these reasons and much more, which he didn't quite name, he decided, let's leave the battle and go to a place of peace in an attempt to be in pursuit in a fair battle of the outcome during the 2027 elections, or for the 2027 elections. So here we are talking about, do you think the NDC has what it takes? I mean, that would be difficult to predict, because once upon a time it was even said that he had no structure. Now we haven't heard much of the structural arguments back and forth. There are some people who think Atiku should be more cooperative and he should have agreed to working with the ADC and whatever issues that were. Now those can actually be allegations, to be honest. You know how politics are. Sometimes you hear half the story and you have to piece together what you think could be reason or reasons. But what's established would be political interference, politics of control, toxic environment, internal crisis and division. Now you have the reasons. Let's talk about the future for the NDC. Do Nigerians support this or not? Thank you for being here. Tell us your name. You can go ahead.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
It's Ibana speaking to you from Ekpe.
I must say I'm not happy. For people jubilating, I think it's jubilation in error, because this is exactly a repetition of what happened in 2023 that parachuted the APC, either rightly or wrongly, into Aso Rock. You see, Obi is the closest to the presidency from the Igbo extraction, from the Igbo nation. And it only takes sacrificing this one term, this 2027 to 2031, for him to be a president. For some of us who have said that he should deputize Atiku, why are we not saying he should deputize Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso? Why are we not saying he should deputize Babacha Elawa? Why are we not saying he should deputize some other political bigwigs in the north? Why are we saying he should deputize Atiku? It is because we saw it as a clear path to victory. See, you need to have the combination of the people and the system in your favor. Obi have the people in his favor, but does he have the system in his favor? That is the question we should be asking ourselves. What do I mean by the system? I mean the military, I mean the police, I mean the civil servants, I mean some of the international communities. When you place Obi and Atiku side by side, I believe Atiku have more of the system than Obi. Some of us believe that Obi won more than they claim he won in 2023. But the system, I wouldn't want to say the system rigged him out, but I would say the system rigged the number below what they give to us. For instance, a clear example is River State. And I'm in between making a decision. Anyway, don't let me go there. But if this eventually ends that in 2027, because what will most likely happen is that they are going to push a lot of senators from the NDC into the National Assembly. They are going to push a lot of House of Rep member. They will probably push some governor, into their state capitals. And at the end of the day, those people will defect back to the APC. Exactly the way it happened in 2023. That I don't even know if the Labour Party have any member again in the House, or if the NMPP have any member again, at the Senate and in the House. But I would say
I have a question for you, though.
Yeah.
Given much of your commentary so far, you have given rise to a question. Do you think, from your own commentary, do you think you are in a democracy?
Joyce, I once told you that the Nigeria powerhouse, people don't care about getting into the house through the door. They get in through the roof.
Do you think you're in a democracy?
Joyce, I won't say we are in a democracy.
So that would be a no. Does that bother you if the answer is a no, even from your own commentary?
Joyce, it bothers me, and it should bother every Nigeria, who wishes for a change. But I've consistently said that the person who is going to fix this country is going to get into that same powerhouse through the roof, and then find a way to lay concrete, on the roof, and then make sure that everybody goes in and comes out, through the door.
Thank you.
But this 2027 election is going to be very, very interesting. And if anything sends the APC back into power, it will be very, very devastating, and it will be a painful thing, personally for me. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for calling Nigeria Info. Welcome. You're on the sunny side. My name.
Hello, Joyce. Good afternoon. It's Tilly calling from Ikeja.
Tell me your name and you can go ahead.
I said it's Tilly calling from Ikeja. So it would be a miracle if what happened in 2023 doesn't repeat itself again in 2027, because it almost looks like it's almost the same script playing out again, and it is very, very unfortunate. And 2023, I think the if I was to say like the saddest moment I've ever had in Nigeria would be the EndSARS period, and when Tinubu won the election. honestly. It was very, very sad because I thought, not like I thought, I actually knew it was going to happen that way, but I didn't just want to accept that fact that these guys had to, Obi and what's it called, Atiku, had to campaign and contest on like different platforms. Imagine if they had come together that 2023. They would have won the election because the numbers would have been too big for the APC to rig. Just imagine, and this is what is happening this 2027 again. Now they're on different platforms. And I would say it would be, honestly, I don't know. If I had little faith in the man, I would have said that right now, like I have lost it, because it seems to be more desperate than any other politician I know in this Nigeria right now. Because how do you say then you're not desperate to be president, but then the moment you're in a party and then they don't give you the ticket for free, or it has like little issues, you're ready to jump to another party. So the NDC you're in now, if it has another issue tomorrow, would you leave the NDC and then go to another party? So that's the thing people should look at. I don't know. For me, I just feel like the man is, if I use the word greedy or being selfish, or maybe not just being calculated to say, okay.
Is it possible that you heard the reasons he decided to leave? And if the answer is yes, do you conclude that based off of the reasons, you still conclude that he is selfish and ambitious?
Well, if you say ambitious, being ambitious is not bad, but being selfish, I don't know. Because that's what I asked the question, that if the reasons you complain of leaving the ADC, if you have the same issues in the NDC tomorrow, would you still leave that party and then go to another party? That's what I'm asking.
So do you suppose that if a person chooses peace, which according to him it was exactly what he wanted, he's like, well, this is so chaotic, I want to leave. You are judging the choice to leave to be selfish.
I think it's just an excuse. I think it's just an excuse. It is just an excuse. Because if it was another person that did this, imagine if it was Atiku that left the...
Any politician you know that has not left a political party? Because at this point, you're pretty much calling all politicians selfish and ambitious.
I'm not even holding brief for any of them, because all of them, they are all the same thing.
Given by the logic, there isn't any political head that hasn't left one party for the other. So to specifically decide to give the dog a bad name so you can kill it, suggests that you're ignoring the obvious fact, which is that there isn't any political head, any politically interested person that hasn't left one party for another. For what reason?
Because... Do you know why I'm saying that? Because now you've painted this person to look like the Messiah. Oh, he's like the Messiah. He can do no wrong. Oh, he's
painted anybody. Blah, blah, blah. Excuse me, please. Let's fix that. Whatever opinions people have of Peter Obi, I guess people arrived at those opinions on independent grounds. I don't, because he doesn't appear to be a cloud chaser or someone who's trying to launder his image. I think what has happened is people believe him for whatever reason.
Well, that's what they believe. For me, I'm just stating things on my own views. That if you're
challenging them just to be sure that we're on the same side.
And then, this is me just speaking from my own perspective. Because if you say you want to change, you're bringing a change, and then you're doing the same thing that the old people did. So what makes you different from them? You get
okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for calling us. Hello. Good afternoon. Info. Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Amos. Can you hear me?
I can. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Amos. And let me start by saying I'm a diehard obedient. All right? And I owe nobody apology for that. So I want to kind of educate some comments I've heard people say on your show this afternoon. All right? So, as an obedient, we are not a political party. We are a movement. All right? So, and where that person that we believe in, where he goes, we go. And that the last time I was saying something like, if anything happened in NDC, well, if NDC starts their shenanigans, like what happened in ADC, if it starts tomorrow, we owe nobody apology, we are moving to another party. All right? So, because the truth is this, the party in power, they have planted nose in all the opposition parties. And because they are so scared of the person of Peter Obi, so they want to make sure that it doesn't appear on any ballot in 2027. Why am I saying this? Immediately, Obi and Kwakwaso moved yesterday. Almost all the big wigs in APC started tweeting and condemning it. Please, what concerns them with whether Obi moves or not? If Obi is not their headache, you will discover that something will happen. All the lawsuits against ADC will stop. Now they'll be looking for a way to stop Obi again in ADC. Because there's something, they are so scared of him, and they just want to make sure it doesn't come up in 2027. And
I have a few questions for you. Can I ask you a few questions, please?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so some people think, well, at least particularly the spokesperson for the APC administration has said that Peter Obi is an opportunistic fellow, and he seems to be a political nomad. He tends to move too quickly. Onanuga criticized Obi's past, mentioning his move from ABGA to PDP to Labour Party, ADC, arguing he cannot win a tough contest against leaders like Atiku and Amechi. What's your response to that?
Okay. So, their leader, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, started in AD. AD was a regional party, right? And at a point in time, when he sacked his deputy governor, who happens to be a strong AD member, right? And Ganiu Solomon, who happens to be the AD chairman at that time, he started a war with them. He had to leave AD and go to AC and form AC, right? So almost all politicians do that. And when Tinubu observed that he could not win presidency with ACN, what did he do? He went into alliance with Buhari and other people to form APC we have today, right? So there is room for merger and accusation as long as you achieve your goal. All right? So that's my take on that. So all of them, all politicians, you are free to move. And again, look at the electoral law they passed, right? If you stay in a party and you don't win the primary of that party, that unlike 2023, you cannot move to another party again. That means your fate is sealed, right? And I observed Obi was going from all the party leaders, he was having meetings with them. Some of them, for example, like Amechi, gave him a cold welcome, right? It was shown, we saw it. Do you understand? And it was so glaring that this family is not going to be free and fair. It's not going to be fair. All right? Because these old politicians that Fayose said that they are youth forces, the old politicians, right? They so believe in themselves, right? And they don't want to let any new person come in. The David Mark of this world, right? David Mark was a governor when I was in primary school in Gogola State, right? All the old politicians, they so much believe in themselves, so they don't want to give room for a new person. And Obi has got the number. Somebody that doesn't have a platform was able to gather something million votes in the first election he did.
I do appreciate your commentary.
So,
we have to.
So what does Amechi have to offer?
To speak.
Yeah, it's not tested yet. Thank you.
Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Welcome. My name's Joyce. What's your name? How are you? All right. So hopefully you're able to make it back. You're on the sunny side. Welcome to Nigeria Info. What's your name?
Hello, good afternoon.
Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Is it not possible for Peter Obi to form his own party by himself? Must he join all this already? Can't he form his own party, at least for integrity people from Nigeria? Out of almost 200 million people in Nigeria, he should form his own party and do not join any other party. At least for integrity people like him, and form his own party. Is it not possible? He be joining from all these parties already made party. He should form his party by himself.
Thank you so much for calling me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Welcome. Tell us your name. You can go ahead.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. Thank you for being here. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
My name is Blessing. I'm calling from Banana Island. I like the way the last man spoke. I love him. The man almost spoke all my mind. Anywhere he goes, we go with him. Anywhere. If they didn't treat him well for here, we move to another party again. Thank you.
99.3 Nigeria Info. I have a minute before commercial break. Welcome to the sunny side. Good afternoon to you, and thank you for being here.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Tell us your name. Go ahead. 1 minute.
So, today is my happiest day that Obi had to change trouble, controversial parties to another party. I love it. Anybody who don't like him should go and hug Transformer. Obi is a freeborn of Nigeria. He has the right to change any party he wants to change. If you don't like it, I don't know why you're drinking Panadol for his headache. Is it your problem? Is it your money? Is it everything? Allow him to make his choice. Nobody will see fire and go and put hand there. Why are you all crying? Wolf. Crying a wolf for Obi. He don't have anything to lose. Whether he will, we know. God has made him, he has made him. Please mind your people's business. One answer was really here. We are buying fuel 200 naira. Now, uncle, now how much are you buying fuel? You don't see light, you don't see health, you don't see anything. You even once they have gone out, once they have gone out. What have you done to them? Obi. Make could leave me alone, please. Now God make them, give them that crown. You go, they carry that crown, they go. If you don't like them, go and hug transformer. Thank you.
I do advise that you do not hug a transformer. Your life is important and your vote counts. We'll be right back.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Out of airtime and you don't have money to top up? Out of data and you don't have money to top up? The GT Bank airtime and data loan is available to you anytime. Just dial star 737 star 90 hash for airtime and star 737 star 91 hash for data to get up to 10,000 naira instantly at just 2.95%. T's and C's apply. You are never stranded with the GT Bank airtime and data loan.
Kids FM Festival is back! Join us for the Kids FM Festival.
A day of exciting games, music, dance, and family fun.
Happening on May 27, 2026 at the Balmoral Convention Center, Lagos.
12 p.m. sharp.
Kids FM
Festival. Bring your brothers, sisters, mommies, and daddies, and all your friends too.
It's the Kids FM Festival. Let's make memories full of fun.
Register now at www.kidsfm.ng. It's the Kids FM Festival, where family fun comes alive.
Proudly sponsored by Pepsodent.
I found something inside my Nescafe Original 3-in-1 pack the other day. A unique code printed inside.
Yes, so every pack of Nescafe Original 3-in-1 now comes with a code inside in the Nescafe Next Level promo. Just text the code to star 7022 hash and you could win 500,000 naira cash, business tools, and training. Up to 1 million naira in prizes to be won. Promo runs until June 30th, 2026. T's and C's apply. Nescafe. Make your world.
Bring you the daily dose of important updates and stories all around the world.
The primary and secondary school teachers in the FCT have resumed an indefinite strike.
Is it because it's the poor people children that are going to public school? That's why they don't care? The Minister of Education, policies from assaulting every now
the plight of Lagosians or Nigerians in general with almost expired, if not expired, food.
Food that is packaging this food. I think
Possibility lies on the average Nigerian because now that can't be everywhere.
If the head is bad, all other body will feel the pain. So we need to correct this state.
It's Nigerian Station for Talk 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
27 minutes, actually 28 minutes past 1 on the clock. Welcome, Nigeria Info. You are on the sunny side. I'm just picking your mind and hearing your reaction to this evolution. The moving from one political party to the other, the future, your projection, your concern. And I guess somehow the person of Peter Obi makes its way into the conversation. There's also Kwakwanso. There's not much criticism for Kwakwanso. Why? We're talking on the sunny side. Hello, Nigeria Info. You're on the sunny side. It's good to have you. Yeah, tell us your name. Go ahead. Hopefully, you're able to make it back on the sunny side. Good afternoon to you. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon.
Tell us your name. Go ahead.
This is Mr. Chivus Okozen from Okero, PV Pharmacy. I'll tell you that the change of party by Mr. Obi, I think that's the best thing that has happened to Nigeria. And Rabi Ukwawasu, the only thing we want from the NDC now, let us not mince words, is for them to keep the ball rolling now, to start. We want to know their presidential candidates. We want to know their candidates, their chairman, and all other positions to be filled. We want to know now. the APC already are on the ground. So let the opposition parties now know what to do. Let them bring out their presidential candidate. Do the campaigning. Look at when Elijah Mohammed was spokesman of APC. You know the way he fired Goodluck Jonathan. You know the way. If even Jonathan was going to urinate, you say it's not Jonathan going. That is his brother. Because he doesn't want to hear anything about the ruling party there. Why is it that the NDC or other opposition parties, they are not serious with the opposition to this ruling party? Look at all the rubbish taking place in Nigeria. No water, no food, no lights, no. In fact, they're borrowing every day of the month, borrowing. What are we talking about? Let Nigerians, let's open our eyes. These people, let us kick them out. This is not brother. This is not Yoruba. I'm Igbo, I'm Hausa. It's our first Igbo man. It's our first Yoruba man. It's our first Hausa man. It is time for Nigerians to kick these people out. Let's try another new blood.
Thank you very much for calling. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Yeah, good afternoon, Joyce.
Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Today is the happiest day Nigerians will ever live to move forward. That Obi has moved from ADC to NDC is a welcome development. Glory, glory, glory be to God. Nigeria is getting there. This is the day every Nigerian should be proud of whom we are. We are coming back. In spite of all these shenanigans happening around us, this is the day that God has remembered to move this country forward. I stop here.
Can I ask you why specifically for you? What is it about this move that you think adds a brick to your wall or gives you verve, kicks your spirit high? What is it you believe in?
The reason is that when you see a genuine intention, you know. There's no other way to. What we need now is just for God to send us a Messiah. And I feel that Obi is the Messiah that we are looking for. I'm not exaggerating. If we give him that chance and he failed us, we know that, yes, the Messiah is in future. But for now, our prospect and what we are seeing is Obi and Kwankwaso. So thank God that God gave them the vision to pull out of ADC. Even if that NDC is a party that is only me and you that are into, our children and our children will vote for that party to bring them in. For us to push out this man that is there now currently that want to kill everybody, but unfortunately for him, he will kill himself. Thank you.
So I don't think he wants to kill everybody. And once again, can I also remind you about the language or the import of your language? I don't think you mean it verbatim, but it's necessary that your language be garnished with reason and judgment, so it's not to appear abusive or adversarial. Thank you. Thank you so much for. Oh Lord. Thank you so much for calling me. I really do appreciate it. The sunny side. Good afternoon to you. Welcome to the show. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Yeah, Joyce. My name is Mahmoud.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, why there are a lot of people are drinking paracetamol for another person's headache? Obi has an organic followers, whether they like it or not. Look at now, all the killings that is happening in the north, all the kidnappers, even the young woman that they killed in Delta. None of the APC person tweet and comment on it. But when Obi moves, they will talk about it. Somebody was asking about, so why don't Obi register his own political party? His INEC refused to register because I was following up where they want to have obedient party in Abuja. They even launched and have their office. The INEC refused on opposition or any party to be registered. It is an INEC, not Obi. They refuse to register any party. Now, if Tinubu or APC say they have whether 32 or the whole governors in Nigeria and they are still afraid of Obi, meaning that they know what they are doing. Obi left ADC because Atiku, whether they say allegedly or really, Atiku is working for Tinubu. That's my concern. That's what I noticed and I saw.
Yeah, but all of this you appear to be making up. There are no facts to.
Okay. They're not facts. Fine. Sorry about that. Okay. The thing is that Obi leaving to, even if Obi happen to go back to any party that is not even existing, people will join him. Look at only 2 days or a day, 10 million people have already registered in the new party where he entered. They are not asking how did it happen. It's always against Obi. If Tinubu
Are
can
you sure
be
that
proud,
figure
or
is
if
not
it's
exaggerated? I mean, I think.
no, you check it now. You are the best in the better position to check it. It's fact. It's there. It's already there. It's always on the internet. Everybody can see it. That's not even the issue. Now, if president government, which is APC, Tinubu and other people, can be proud of themselves, say they build Lagos, they build Kafanchan, they build this one. Why can't they be proud of doing free and fair? They know what they are doing, and Obi left that party because of I think we refused free and fair primary election. They want money back, kind of thing. Whatever they should like. Me, I still talk until tomorrow. Tinubu will not see that seat 2027. I'm not wishing it, but I know that he will never see that seat. I'm sure of that one. He's
Excuse
not
me.
that seat.
I think that you cannot quite say that because remember, this is supposed to be a democratic process, and you want it to be fair and fair. So
If they can say Obi will not be in a ballot, don't have a right to say Tinubu cannot be my president 2027.
Well, I think you do. I honestly think that you do, but I'll appreciate it for your words to not be combustible, just so that we are managing the heat and the policy.
It's fine. But all I know, the APC will not win 2027 election. Let me put it down.
Well, good luck to you and your cause. Thank you so much for calling me. I do appreciate it. Welcome to the show, Nigeria Info. How are you? What's up, caller? Thank you for being here.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Tell us your name. Go ahead.
My name is Wale.
Wale.
Let me use the opportunity to call on my people. Dear Yorubas, man. It is high time you get it right in 2027, man. You better vote the right person now. Forget about tribal politics. No. Vote Peter Obi once and for all.
Why is Peter Obi the right person by your judgment or assessment?
My brother, my sister, it is high time we give another person a try. So let's give Peter Obi the try. Let's see what's going to happen.
But some people think Tinubu is doing a good, maybe not such a good job, but they think he's doing good enough for it to eventually give us the outcome or give Nigerians the outcome that they want or expect in the end. Are you not seeing what he is doing? Do you not think that this is going exactly to the end where the expectations of Nigerians are met? You don't suppose that?
Well, you give it a try. If you don't try someone, you will get this. You won't know whether the person is fit or not.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe the argument is some people will say, well, Tinubu deserves a second term to pretty much just wrap up what he has started. That's if you don't disagree with the fact that he has started.
Last 3 years, Nigeria has seen a lot. We've seen a lot. Everybody is affected now. I'm appealing to everybody, especially Yorubas. Let's do away with this tribal politics now. Let's give Peter Obi the try. Let's see what's going to happen. Please, I'm appealing to everyone now.
I'm going to say thank you so much for calling me then on the sunny side. Yeah. Thank you. The sunny side, good afternoon to you. Welcome to Nigeria Info. How are you? All right. Hopefully you make it back. Good afternoon to you, the sunny side. How are you? Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, Joyce. Maduka from First Act. First of all, the consequence of what just happened is that the opposition is split in two. Advantage, Tinubu. But again, I won't blame P2B. I would have wanted a united opposition with Atiku or be whoever is going. But if you look closely at the crowd in ADC, it has become more of PDP than ADC. Because David Mark, Atiku, these are the same people that were there in 1999, maybe in the House, 2003. So there's this sense of connection among them. And naturally, P2B became an outsider. And maybe he sensed it, or they communicated it to him. The last thing that happened that maybe struck P2B badly was that about the opposition summit. We all of a sudden, you looked at the front row, second row, they're all PDP, and they all agree that the opposition will come and support only one candidate, and obviously, you know the candidate. So I think after that, he made a decision. Maybe, and by the way, if you ask Ubuni, Rauf Aregoshola, the secretary of ADC, that has been wrong Tinubu follower, he will be facing the same problem. He will still be seen as an outsider. Is a big problem, and I think he said it there. The control by Atiku and everything. Now, all hope is not lost, because even ADC has so many court cases chasing it. So this new party is a beautiful bride, but they have to work hard, and I'm sure that Sereke is aware. This new consensus fever that is brewing across the ruling party will bring about a teeming population of IDPs, internally displaced politicians. So they should be careful and harvest, negotiate and harvest and bring in and see what they can do. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
It's going to come, and I trust these people. We must still have that opposition party that will displace Tinubu. But as it is now, opposition weakened, advantage Tinubu. Thank you.
Thank you for that score line. We're going to go to WhatsApp. Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you.
On YouTube, this one says, Emmanuel, please shut up. You and who saw what? Obi should deputize Atiku my foot. I beg, shut up and face your ekpe. So that one says
you have to. So we have to be tolerant of opinions that we don't fancy or like. I think it's necessary. In a sense, you want to be your brother's keeper, and it's okay to disagree with your brother, but you don't feed your brother to the dogs because you don't agree. All right.
My advice to the Nigerians is to vote for the competent man, not to vote for the party, if you want change and a better life.
Who is the competent man? Now, at this point, there are too many men. There's Kwakwanso, there is Amechi, there is Atiku, there is Obi, there's Tinubu. Who else, again, do you think is a big wig? At some point, I was thinking, where's El Rafai? I thought he would have loved a place in our scripts. Oh, no, he would have loved a place in the play. But I guess he's preoccupied with other things. So it's like, who's the best guy here?
Good morning, Joyce. This is Master Paul. If Peter Obi has been thoroughly prepared for this ambition of his, I expected him to have before now established his own political party through which he will contest the election, because moving from one party to the other hasn't been favorable to him. Now, the leader of this new party he joined also has some scores to settle with Nigerians, especially when he was in aviation sector. And before we know it, the ruling party will start opening his files in order to rubbish and tarnish the image of the party, courtesy of his stewardship when he was the aviation minister.
I think there's a logic here that I don't know whether people are aware that they bear or convey in their conversations. It's either, so when we say this person's ambition, you nearly suggest that whatever their ambition is independent of you. And maybe in a sense it makes sense, but to me it doesn't quite, because if you support someone, then it's as though their goal is your goal. The vision is singular. If you're 1,000 men, if you're 100,000 men, if you're 50,000, if you're 500 million men, the goal, the vision is one thing. So every time there's the lingo that says, oh, well, his ambition suggests that, well, this person has an ambition and that ambition has nothing to do with us. But because it's politics, I think it's necessary that we become aware of that, so that if you're going to align with anyone, regardless of the political party, we need to re-vet whether their stance, their convictions, their agenda, their goal is something we're aligned with. And the moment you say, I align with this person, that ambition is no longer singular. It becomes a collective goal. It becomes the identity of the many. So I thought to highlight that for a moment.
Aside the pending court case involving the leadership of the ADC, which is neither here nor there, I consider it a wrong political decision for Peter Obi to move from the ADC to NDC, a party that is yet to find its fit. Obi, to me, is not a Democrat, just like Bola Tinubu himself. If Obi is a Democrat in the real sense of it, he should not fear contestation, because that's the bone of democracy. He was talking of external forces in the ADC. The truth is that Obi is afraid to contest the party presidential primary with the like of Atiku and Rotimi Amechi. He went to NDC just because he knows he will be given the presidential ticket of the party that was formed barely 3 months ago without contestation. This shows Obi has a weak support base. Good afternoon.
And you may be correct. You may be correct, but you may also be wrong. Remember, he gave reasons from his perspective. You seem to be totally ignoring that, and you have come up with a conjecture. You suppose that it's a matter of weakness, maybe even of character and support. So, yeah, it's all opinions. You see that? So it seems as though we have to step beyond opinions and try to figure out what the root cause of the problem is so that we can all make an informed decision for or against. Thank you very much for writing me.
Good afternoon, Joyce. I'm a big supporter of Peter Obi, but to be sincere, Obi is not coming down to take his actions. He helped ADC to build this party because he was in a hurry. He should try to calm down before he takes some political step. Peter Obi has people. People don't win Nigeria elections. He need Atiku for him to be president. Regardless, I don't know what that meant. I move, I guess, with Peter Obi any day, anytime.
Yeah, but if you're not certain, maybe you shouldn't move with him, because except you are thinking he is not sound of mind enough to make the best decisions, you shouldn't move with a person in whom you have no faith with, because you become the weak link, the Judas of the 12.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Joyce. Happy New Week. Another big story. I'm really happy Peter Obi and Kwakwanto left ADC. Alhaji Atiku is money bag. He's a big spender that will make ADC delegates compromise during primary. One positive advantage we have, Kwakwanto joining obedient. My fear is Mr. Dixon. I hope he won't compromise too. Yomi from Muri Okunla VI. My media keep telling me Atiku is working for APC to make sure Obi is not in the ballot so that what happened in 2023 won't repeat. Don't be surprised Atiku may also defect to NDC to drag Obi. Joyce, my simple question is it the turn of the North for presidency after late Buhari from the North did 8 years? So what is Atiku looking for? Happy to hear from you. Your sweet voice on radio.
I don't have a personal opinion. And so, again, it's not a moral game. It's politics. Something that there could be one thing on paper, like zoning, for example, which appeared to be one of the issues in the ADC. That could be on paper. But a man can arise with his ambition and want to upset that or undo that or totally ignore that for an ambitious pursuit. It is now, left for Nigerians to decide, for the majority to decide, we want this or we don't want that. So it's not necessary that I have or air a personal opinion, but I think it's necessary that we fully understand it, understand the psychology of politics and power play, just so that if you're going to make any thinking, any speech, any action or reaction, that you truly have an informed perspective.
Adegoke from Lekki says, dumping the ADC is the wisest and best move Peter Obi and Kwakwanto have ever made in 10 years. Who remains in an obviously sinking ship that was instigated by APC moles planted inside the ADC, just like Wike was the leprosy that ruined the PDP. It's not against the law to move from one party to another. Those against this move are APC supporters, and I wonder why someone would keep supporting evil. I saw one pastor telling his members that he voted for Tinubu because he's a Yoruba man, and he threatened the pastors under him not to vote for Peter Obi. Just imagine that nonsense. How can such trash come out from a so-called pastor?
You must allow people have their opinions. A person can decide what his opinion is, and you may not like it, but I think you must learn to allow people have their opinion. It's okay not to like it, but you also have to understand the same way you want rights to your opinion, you should afford people the grace to also have their opinion. And yes, you're not going to like it, and that's the whole plan, that you don't like it, but that you accept it. And when you have an opportunity, for example, during a voting system or a voting period, you use your voice, your right, you exercise that to determine an outcome. All right?
Good afternoon, Joyce. For me, it's time to allow opposition breathe. 2027 will be a 3-horse race. I want to see a highly competitive opposition and campaign. APC, PDP, NDC. Nigerians deserves all the best of leadership, and let Nigerians decide. Dio from Abuja. Afternoon, Joyce. It's funny how someone called on your station to say Yorubas should stop tribal politics and support Obi. I asked him, they can support their own. It's not tribal politics, but Yoruba supports their own. It's tribal. Can you see double standard? To me, Obi is a junketer and has no real standard of what he claimed. Thanks, AY from Ikoton. If Peter Obi likes, let him join NSPPD. I move. After all, what God cannot do does not exist. Fanson Franklin. Timothy from Aja. I am articulate, but insist instead of power to go back to North, President Tinubu should continue. Good afternoon, Joyce. We all know how it is to be a vice president in Nigeria. Obi will not be able to fulfill his political ambitions as the vice president. Joyce.
I want to go to. We're going to do one more, then I have to go to the telephone line.
This is actually long. Do you want to go? It's very long.
Why would Mike send me an entire. What? Take the middle of the message. Can you scan through it? Should I read it?
Okay.
Just scan through. Just give me the heart of the matter. Mike, it's not that serious. It's still a moving
When
story.
we hear scholars listen to radio, even read stuff on social media, it is what an understanding that's deeper than the average netizen, commentator, or avid listener. Listening now to many of the commentaries on your show today, it is clear we are so far away from where we should be in terms of ideas that should naturally brew from our collective pot as opinion holders. Now I believe ever more that the law of attraction and homogeneous species is at play here. Otherwise, there's no way I would be here if it wasn't that most of those with whom I occupy this present space were bad in their previous.
What is your anger? Give
Many
me the
of
nerve
the
point.
things where I dey hear now, they make me wonder if now how we want to develop with this. So Peter Obi with an organic followership is the Messiah. So Maj Hamzat, Professor Emin, all of them, and co aren't better candidate in terms of their credentials.
Thank you so much for writing me. I do appreciate it. Next time, do me the favor. Get to the point.
Sorry.
All right. For you on the sunny side, welcome to the show. Thank you. Tell me your name. Go ahead.
The line. The most stupidest thing I've ever heard on the radio today is someone calling Tinubu Democrat. I mean,
okay, hold on a second. Wait. Okay, please wait. I don't know if it's the politics or it's just the dissatisfaction that Nigerians feel. I think it's necessary that I repeat this again. Can we temper the language so as not to inflame these caustic reactions? And sometimes you may not even mean it. I don't even think you mean it in the way that you say it, but I can't guarantee people are after you. And I don't want to be the one to modulate your rage and your biases. Okay, can we just expunge the language that could be inciting? Fair? Thank you.
Can you hear me?
I'm with you. If you heard me, you can continue.
Okay, no problem. So to me, I don't really see anything wrong about Peter Obi moving away from the party, from ADC. I mean, everybody has a choice and an opinion to do what they want to do. I mean, if Obi look at it in the most sensible way, why are they against him?
Okay, I don't know what it is, but your connection is poor. I don't know if you're aware of that. It may require you to make some adjustments or hang up and call me back.
Okay, I don't know.
You're going to read
Is it more better now?
Call me back because it truly is bad. The connection is poor. Thank you. Thank you so much. I want to go to WhatsApp. Hello, WhatsApp caller. Thank you so much for your patience. You're listening to Nigeria Info, everyone. Thank you for being here. Good afternoon and welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Joyce. Yeah, wow, this is very true. Wow.
Turn off something. I'm not sure what it is, but you have to turn off something there.
You hear me now?
Yeah, better.
Okay, now, so my concern is that it's not about Peter being moving. One of the problems that Tinubu has is his cabinet. He didn't focus on the cabinet. He focused on himself. Now the question here is that who are the cabinet even moving? Because I'm part of the people supporting that. Let's vote out this government, which is either Tinubu or his cabinet, because they don't have a focus. Now, if Peter Obi is coming back, the last election, one of the issues we have was that how many people represent Labour Party in the house? We only have a few. Everything was manipulated. Now, even when if this guy is coming, Peter Obi or whoever we are supporting, everybody has his own opinion. Yeah. So if whoever we are supporting, who are the cabinet that this person is bringing back to the table? Because it's not Peter Obi that is going to do it. It's not Tinubu that is going to do it. It's the people that are working with them that are going to do it. So even though if you are changing them now, where I'm even going now is that Tinubu has already destabilized all these political parties in the time of the representative. We don't even have time to even ask anyone of them that who are your parties? Who are the people you are bringing onto the table that will represent us? Because if you can't see that in Abuja, become the same thing minister of agric, become so you have to put people there. But now we're even unable to ask anybody. Even Peter Obi coming back to the moving from
I have
another
30 seconds more with you, so.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say that there is no time for us to ask whoever who are the people that are going to run the party with this existing coming president or coming elected human being that we are going to put on the table. So I'm support moving out the president's government, but at the same time we need to focus on the cabinet.
Thank you
very, very
for
important.
calling me. I do appreciate Lagos. We are off on a break.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
I'm tired. I need a break, I beg.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than.
I thought too, until I saw Flygerborn. Huh? Flygerborn? Yes, sir. They've been flying since April 17th and with over 20 years of experience. For real? Yes, and with flights from Lagos to Joburg from just 704,900 naira. Wait, that price is real 704,900 naira? Hey!
Yes, it is. And you get to Johannesburg in just 7 hours and 40 minutes. Same day arrival on the modern Airbus A320. Enjoy extra baggage allowance, flexible tickets, and connect beyond Johannesburg to Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, and more. Book now at flygabon.com or visit the ticket office at Terminal 2, Ikeja, Lagos, or call 0201-279-9003.
Fly Gabon, the heart of Africa is open to you. Fly Gabon is IATA and IOSA certified.
Lagos, Nigeria, your incredible football experience is back. It's Goal Fest 2026, the 10th anniversary edition. Join thousands of fans for the ultimate football party. Big screen action, live DJs and a hype man, games, food, and non-stop football vibes. And of course, live performances by some of Nigeria's biggest superstars. Gold Fest is happening Saturday, May 30th, 2026 at the Balmoral Convention Center, Victoria Island, Lagos at 2 p.m.
Register now at www.goldfestnigeria.com.
Come and experience football like never before. Gold Fest 10th anniversary. Sponsored by Squadron, Doc Raw, supported by Indomie, proudly refreshed by Pepsi.
It's actually a Goal Fest. Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
We're back. We're going to WhatsApp right now. We're going to WhatsApp right now to bring to you messages you have written us. We have a few minutes before the top of the hour. We're reading messages, and I want to say welcome. We're going through messages right now, and thank you so much for writing us.
Joyce, tell me what a man who has decided initially to play the role of fifth columnist in any political party wouldn't do for money. APC holds the yam and knife as the ruling party. Their philosophy is what money cannot do, more money will do it. Like the voice of Jacob and the hand of Esau, it is a statement of fact that they are directly or indirectly involved in the divisions that plagued all the parties Obi went to. Let's see what more money can do now that Obi has moved to the NDC. I'm Ebilade Ambo from Badagry. This one says, good afternoon, Joyce. By 2027, I'll vote, and if all of us vote and we don't get what we want, and we do nothing about it, that is, if we don't go for our right and what's truly ours, then I will say we are not serious as citizens. It's not B6. it's not shouting. It's not about shouting obedience. Guess that's what you meant. It is not by supporting Obi the campaign. Paul. Additional from Ikorodu. I am sorry for Nigerians, including myself. It appears many people don't know this man who happens to be our president. He has all the power to monetize every institution to be on his side. So Obi is just unfortunate to show up this time. Good afternoon. Why is Peter Obi running away from primary election? Why is he deceiving his followers? Why are people blaming Tinubu for ADC problems that was there months before the party was packed? Ola from Surulere. Good afternoon. ADC intentionally refused to make a categorical statement about zoning. At the same time, Atiku was going about saying that he would run in 2027. Obi realized the ADC was Atiku's party and had to leave. Smart move, I must say. From YouTube, I'm glad Obi moved. We do not want any money backs to compromise any free elections any day. Obi will defeat them. All simple.
We have to wrap it up. It's about 2 p.m. on the clock. The headlines next on Nigeria Info.
You are a part of every conversation.
Under your government, a liter of fuel now is 1,300 naira. PDP failed. They voted PDP out. This government has failed. They need to vote them out.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's 2 o'clock. The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Makinde-backed PDP NEC appoints Turaki to lead a 13-member caretaker committee. Obi and Kwankwaso joined the Nigeria Democratic Congress ahead of 2027, while analyst says ADC repeated PDP's zoning mistake. Kogi lawmaker Abejide dumps ADC, citing leadership issues. ADC releases 2026 primary timetable, fixes 100 million naira presidential nomination fee. Labour Party unveils 2027 election timetable, sets primary dates. Pro-Tinubu group dares opposition to prove claims that democracy is under threat, while Lagos unveils Africa's first ferry safety and mentorship program to boost water transport. Expert flags growing threats to press freedom in Nigeria despite legal protections. Court fixes the 8th of May to rule on Showare's no-case submission in cyber-stalking trial. Iran wants the U.S. to stay out of the Strait of Hormuz, and Aluko calls for increased investment in Nigeria's sports sector. That's all for now. I am Yvonne Okaifo, and this is 99.3 Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you, Lagos, and thank you for your time.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info, your mic is always on. Let's talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Right now, being televised, endorsement rally for President Tinubu's second term bid by Abia South. It is right now an occasion. This is happening in Aba. It has been televised, and I'm just reporting what is on my screen here. Endorsement rally for President Tinubu's second term bid by Abia South. All right, so also in the news would be a call by Kwakwanso, and I think I need to just read it verbatim. It's a news article reported by the Vanguard. A former Kano State Governor, Rabiu Musa Kwakwanso, has called on Nigerians to rally behind Nigeria Democratic Congress, NDC, urging citizens to support what he described as a renewed push for good governance and true democracy. Kwakwanso made the appeal Monday on X, stressing the need for credible political platform that can deliver a democratic ideal and improve citizens' welfare. He says, and I quote, "We are determined to provide our people with a credible platform where they can thrive and realize their full potential." He noted that his call was rooted in a deep commitment to democratic values, adding that Nigerians deserve a system that works in their interest. And quote, I therefore call on all dedicated supporters and well-meaning Nigerians to join the NDC and stand with us in this renewed fight for good governance and true democracy. End quote. We'll have a few more minutes on this conversation. It's a moving story, so we're hoping that here on, whatever political necessity is required for a peaceful, free and fair election, that alone will be reported. Otherwise, the drama, the pace of it is all going to be in the news. It will be on Nigeria Info. It's 4 minutes past 2 p.m. We're 99.3. This is Nigeria Info. All right, so a few more minutes on this one, and then we'll go to the WhatsApp to wrap this up. Hello, good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. Tell us your name.
My name is Ndubisi, calling from Osho, the area like this.
Okay.
Auntie Joyce. As
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, as a citizen of this country, I don't pity for Nigeria. I don't have mercy in Nigeria. If I become Nigeria president today, I'll be worse than Tulumbu. Ndubisi is telling you. Nigeria don't deserve pity. Nigeria don't deserve mercy. Nigeria don't deserve anything good. I'm telling you. Because we are from different mothers. We cannot come as one. So there's nothing we can achieve. So let everybody face a family. Anybody we're on. Now you know. Face your family, struggle for your family. Fight for your family. Provide for your family. If you survive, you survive.
Well, we're speaking about politics and not your sentiment of it. Can we stay on the topic, please?
Auntie Joy, you know what is happening now? Let me tell you something, Auntie Joy. Peter B, forget he's an Igbo man. I am an Igbo man. Peter B is the only candidate I saw. Peter B and Showore. You see these two people, Showore and Peter B, they're the only two people who can change this country because they feel what we feel. They are still young. They are still youth. They feel what we feel. They know what Nigeria is passing through. Any other person, as I think he's in now, I think he's trying to disoblige everything as he does 2023. He wants to repeat it again. Why? They're giving Tulumbu upper hand. Instead of the Northerners to be that Asarok, this remaining 4 years, let Tulumbu remain there. Finish this 8 years. It's our turn to the south. It's the turn of the south. I think we will not spend that year, these 4 years.
Yeah, but you have to allow Atiku exercise his fundamental rights. You don't want your rights infringed on. So you also have to allow him exercise his rights.
That is when President Trump says my turn. Emiloko, do you know the meaning of Emiloko? Let me interpret it for you in English. Emiloko means it's my turn. The arrangements have been done. Where are you going your 8 years? After your 8 years, let me come. It's our turn for the South. It's our turn. Then let the Northerners sit down first. After our 8 years, the Northerners can come. It is our turn in the South. If not for Peter B, if not for Shawara, Tinubu continue. Finish your 8 years. That is your stand. God bless you, Auntie Joy.
Thank you very much. We're going to go to WhatsApp right now.
This is a message on YouTube. Good afternoon, Joyce. My stand as regards the 2027 election. You see, so-called Obi and his movement are not ready to win the election. Movement alone can never do the work.
Thank you. 7 minutes past 2 p.m. on the show, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're going to go off on a break. When we come back in the news, a classmate lured his former classmate and had him killed. Exactly. For money. It's in the news, and I thought you should hear it. We're 99.3. This is Nigeria Info. It's the next voice. Well, I think it was just one person who spoke. But in the video are two young men, backs to the camera, and they are giving an account of an unraveling of what happened and how they were able to seduce an old friend or an acquaintance into his own death. This speaks to our society speaks to the issues in society. It speaks about, is this foolishness in combination with avarice, or is this just the nature of evil? You know, there's not much thought given to it, but it does quite appear that much thought was given to it. The singular goal was to make money. 200 million. No, okay, let's be considerate. Let's make it 150. And you would think that that's the problem. It's hard to even think when you hear the story. because thinking couldn't save the boy. So what use is thought? What use is the consideration of what could have been? So suddenly we're left with the implications of our collective social moral decay. We're left with economic policies that could affect people, not just physically, but also psychologically, that's making young men kill in the pursuit of money. You're on the sunny side. My name's Joyce. Don't go anywhere.
Activate. We are radio active on 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce.
What brought us here is we are suspects to a kidnapping and murder case, which we were arrested. What brought us here is we are suspects to a kidnapping and murder case, which we were arrested by a professional anti-kidnapping squad, as I say. So the way the whole thing happened, the entire thing, the way it happened, if I should explain from A to Z, the victim, which is my associate's old-time school friend, they were, we wanted to bring the guy to my own apartment. So we tried to convince him, and the guy, the first time we attempted to bring him, we sent him transport to come, and then he said he was coming on the. We actually wanted to kidnap him, have him kidnapped and demand ransom from his parents. And then my friend.
Whose idea was that? Your idea or his idea?
It was his idea. Why it was his idea was, if I had someone to bring, I will. But the guy the victim was his own idea, because they were the one that knew each other from past. So he told me, he said the family is from the guy is from a very rich family that they can bring up to 200 million naira. Which I said, okay, if you think 200 million is sure, which I said 200 million is a bit much, but how about if you are very sure of 200 million? How about we cut it down to 150? He said, okay, but that's no problem. So then we tried to bring the guy again. This time we said the guy should come and pick up a laptop to use and do work and all that, because I'm a producer, and we said he should come and pick up a laptop he can be using, which was all a lie. We never had a laptop we were willing to give him. We just wanted to lure him to come. So before he came, we went out to buy a Ghana Must Go, a big Ghana Must Go, and we bought chains and padlocks. So when the guy was coming, we already had a cutlass in the house, and my associate, which is the victim's friend, his own weapon was a stick that he had nails nailed on to it. So
So you all planned to kill him?
Yes, we both did. But at first the intention wasn't to kill him, but I will say everything how we led to killing him. So when the victim came to the house, my associate, being his old-time friend, welcomed him, and they talked about how they used to be together in army cantonment together. So while they were talking, myself and my associate, we were chatting on WhatsApp, talking about how we would make everything go right that day. So myself and my associate agreed that I should go inside, and our music was playing. We were playing music, loud music that day. So myself and my associate agreed that I go inside and bring out our weapons, which mine was a cutlass and his was a stick that had nails on it. So when I came out, my own job that day was to, say words to scare the victim and, put fear in his body, to inject fear in his body. At first, we were both scared and panicking too, but then when we noticed that we were successfully injecting fear to the victim's body, we became like more in control. And then I started saying words like, there's a way you behave and act that you leave this place successfully, and there's also a way you act and you never leave this place. We were, And then when I told the victim to sit on the ground, which he did. And then his old-time friend, being my associate, told him to sit down. And then when we made the whole video, my associate called me inside the room, and he told me, he said, Tony, we have all the videos and the pictures we need now. But as I mentioned, this guy is a friend of mine from long years back, and he knows me, he knows my auntie, he knows everything about me, he knows my family, which if we let him go, he will definitely bring his people to and that will leave a trace to him, and if they have a trace to him, will also implicate myself. But I was feeling tired, so I told my associate, that is the victim's friend, to hold him, to continue the choking, to hold him. So when he did, and the guy, we noticed that the guy is quiet already, which he was confirmed dead. So we had rope, which we used to tie the victim because it was too heavy, because he's not someone we can just lift and dispose. So we said, we are not very familiar with this place. If we go there, we don't know, maybe we might meet securities or people like that. So we said we should go to a more familiar road that we already know. So when we agreed on a place that we are more familiar with, so myself and my associate, we lifted the bag and placed it on my associate head, and then he lifted the bag and took it outside our compound. That is the entrance. We had no gate, so he took it outside. That was around, I'm not very sure of the time, but I'll say with the way the weather is, I'll say.
Who is this associate?
This is okay, great. So when he placed the bag on his head and brought it out, so my associate said it wouldn't be okay if we went with just this bag. How about we go with like our working tools, which is my microphone and headset and maybe just backpacks, because I do music production. So he said if we had those things carried along, to people it will look like we are going for a regular outside job, like an outskirts. So when we got there and we watched carefully, making sure nobody was coming, when there was nobody, we dragged the bag into the bush and unzipped it and poured out the victim there. So the next day, at
that time, you could confirm that he was dead. And which location did you dispose him of? What time?
Yeah. I'm not sure of the time. But I should say around 8, 9, 10 p.m. So when we disposed him, we poured him out of the bag, and then we took the sack and put it inside one of the bags we were carrying, and we returned it back home. So the next morning, I called my dad and said I was coming to his place, and I told my dad to send me 15,000 naira for transport, 150 million, which my associate told me they were able to provide. That was when the victim's mother picked the call. So she begged us and was like, okay, how about she brings 50 million? So immediately she said, how about she brings 50 million? My associate ended the call and told me, and he said, didn't I tell you this family is so rich? I told you they were so rich and they could provide this money. But why she said 50 was because maybe she doesn't want to go far at first. She just wants to, maybe price in and all that. So I said, okay. He said let's not worry. Then I called again, but this time was the victim's sister, telling us that our mother only made mention of that 50 million out of fear. That when someone asks you for 150, that how can you possibly say you don't have it, or you want to say you have one out of 150? So she then told me that even her mom now, the fear and the panicking has made them take her to the hospital. So the girl herself was not like, okay, how about she herself provide 5 million naira, which I told my associate, and then my associate told me, he said, no, that they are just trying to play games with us. And I said, are you sure about this? Then I started seeing myself, I started seeing signs that this family aren't really rich as he claimed. So as they said, she said 5 million naira. I said, oh, okay. At first we kicked out that no, we don't do that. That even if she was going to do the 5 million naira, it was nothing to us. That so then I called her and I generated this account that they were accounts that to receive money. They are the kinds of account that when you want to use them to receive money, you have 15 minutes time frame to send money to it. If you don't, within that 15-minute time frame, the account will be shut down. Cut the whole thing short. After buying a lot of time from us, the victim's family buying a lot of times from us, she then agreed that okay, all she had with her, that she had spent money on her mother, which she said was in the hospital. So she then said all she had was 200,000, which I said even the 200,000 you are sending it for me to buy fuel to come all the way from Bayelsa back to Lagos. So she said okay, she'll send it 200,000. And this time I was unable to get another account that that type of account that dies in 15 minutes. But this time I picked the phone and called my associate, my friend, that okay, they said they want to send 200,000, but he didn't pick because the phone didn't go through. So I thought since she wanted to send the money now, I wouldn't let that be a delay, because I wanted to call him so we can go together in search of POS to receive the money. So he didn't pick, so I thought I should go alone. So when I went out alone to Itamaga bus stop to get is it okay that I mention names of places? Okay, so when I got to the bus stop and I got the POS, and the victim's family already told me that the 200k she's sending, she can only send to an OP account, which I said okay. And I got to the POS, I asked her, do you have OP account? She said yes. I said, can I get 100,000 naira cash from you? She said sure.
What next for you? Hold it for you.
I feel so sad about it, but I believe God should forgive us. God should forgive us because we've killed. So I believe God should forgive us. I wish the money came, the 150,000. My mom is very poor. She always fufu. So I just like I should open a business, and me also I should go to school because I stopped my school at SS2. So just like me, so I should go back to school and, start living my own life.
What do you guys want the government to do right now? Because this is not a very small case.
Please, they should forgive us.
This is a very big case.
They should forgive us. And if they can get me a work if they can put me any work that I should be doing to aim this will change, I'll be appreciated. I'm 23 years old. Yes.
Thank you so much. All the best, and I wish you guys all the best.
So this is a conversation I think we should have tomorrow. We don't have enough time today. I attempted to play you. I tried to move the video on forward, just to capture the heart of the matter. It's about 18 minutes long. So the boys say that their parents are very poor, and maybe that's the reason they were driven into this. But there is also the amounts required. Well, there's the murder. So, but it's murder. Is there any rationalizing that? There's the fact that they asked for the initial idea was 200 million, and then he said 150 million. And that's a 23-year-old. So you can see how society can deform a person. Oh, well, you may think it's not society. You may say it's just greed. But here we are. Here we are with a situation where you have to, well, at least I attempted rationalizing the matter, but I'm left without exactly where to look or what to turn to. Is this, what do you call this? So how many minutes do I have? All right.
4.
Okay, let's try. So I have 4 minutes. 2:30. Hillary will be here. So let's just use the few minutes that we have to inject some commentary on this particular matter. I want to go to the telephone lines now. This may probably be one of two today, and then we'll talk about the topic tomorrow. Hello, Nigeria Info. Thank you for being here. Tell me your name.
Good afternoon, Joyce. This is
Afternoon,
Joyce, I heard that guy saying that he should be forgiven. God will forgive him. For what reason? He don't know what it is. How can you ask for forgiveness when you know that you killed somebody? You kill somebody, you need to volunteer yourself to be killed. You don't need any forgiveness. If it's mistake or if it's poverty, there's no excuse. All you need to do if you are a human being, if you do that rubbish things, you pay for it, you present, okay, it has happened, I pay. Which kind of forgiveness? It's wrong to say so. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, if you deny him forgiveness, remember that that's what we've done with terrorism. I don't know if you really did forgive, but there is, a kind of consideration the government has extended to those who may have committed crimes of this same nature, and then they are de-radicalized and then reincorporated into society. Unfortunately, that's a moral question. But yeah, I'm leaving that to you to tussle with. Hello, Nigeria Info. Welcome to the show.
Joyce.
In here, tell us your name.
Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead. I said, how did you get to this juncture? Why is he asking for forgiveness? Did he not process this evil idea well before standing it out? How can they forgive him? How? Even the best thing, cut off the hand today, tomorrow cut off the other leg. That is punish him very, very well. Nobody can forgive such evil. He knew what he was doing. He cannot put food inside his mouth, inside his ear. He put food in the mouth. And he killed your fellow human being. He said, I should forgive you for what? For what? It's impossible.
Nigeria Info.
Yes, we do have messages. Good afternoon. He speaks like he has been long in the kidnapping business. With confidence and boldness, he should be investigated
He's
more.
only 23. How long
that
could it
doesn't
have
mean
been?
he hasn't been doing it. Joyce, when you hear okay, this was about the previous conversation.
All right, okay.
Good afternoon. The human soul is deeper than hell because hell does not pretend to be good. Soren, the name, 19th century Danish philosopher known for his deep reflections on the human soul, despair, and morality.
Why did I read that last week too? I read that quote last week too. Coincidence or coincidental? 20 seconds, well, about 30 seconds away from the time where we have to go for a short break. So I don't think this is something I want you to think about. But the only reason it may stick to memory is because we can't discuss it today. We don't have time for it. We will tomorrow. It will be our first conversation tomorrow. And I think you have a moral argument if you say no forgiveness. Or should there be? We're off on a break. We'll be right back with Nigeria Info. My name's Joyce.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
I found something inside my Nescafe Original 3-in-1 pack the other day. A unique code printed inside.
Yes, so every pack of Nescafe Original 3-in-1 now comes with a code inside in the Nescafe Next Level promo. Just text the code to *7022# and you could win 500,000 naira cash, business tools, and training. Up to 1 million naira in prizes to be won. Promo runs until June 30th, 2026. T's and C's apply. Nescafe. Make your world.
Kids FM Festival is back! Join us for the Kids FM Festival.
A day of exciting games, music, dance, and family fun.
Happening on May 27, 2026 at the Balmoral Convention Center, Lagos.
12 p.m. sharp.
Kids FM
Festival. Bring your brothers, sisters, mommies, and daddies, and all your friends too.
It's the Kids FM Festival. Let's make memories full of fun.
Register now at www.kidsfm.ng. It's the Kids FM Festival, where family fun comes alive.
Proudly sponsored by Pepsodent.
Are you looking for?
The Kids FM Anthem Challenge is here. Now here's what you can do to participate. Head over to our Instagram page at kids.fm.ng to download the Anthem instrumental through the link in our bio. Get creative with your family. Dance, sing, and have fun with the anthem. Remember, you have to do this as a family to qualify. Post your entry and tag the official handle at kids.fm.ng for a repost. The top 4 entries with the highest engagements will win exciting cash prizes. Don't forget to use the hashtags #KidsFM Family Challenge, #KidsFM Anthem Challenge. Let's play!
Bring you the daily dose of important updates and stories all around the world.
The primary and secondary school teachers in the FCT have resumed an indefinite strike.
Is it because it's the poor people children that are going to public school? That's why they don't care. The Minister of Education, policies from assaulting every now.
Well, the price of Lagosians or Nigerians in general with almost expired, if not expired, food.
Food that are packaging this food. I think Nigerian.
This lies on the average Nigerian because now that can't be everywhere. If the head is bad, all other body will feel the pain. So we need to correct this state.
It's Nigerian Station for Talk 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
So we have about 2 minutes, really, for what would appear to be the wrapping up of today's edition on the sunny side. So let's read the final message for today.
I think he should be forgiven if needed. Moreover, our government asks for forgiveness in behalf of the terrorists without them asking for forgiveness.
Yeah, it sounds like a very moral argument to make, except how do you punish evil? What is then justice for the one who has been killed? Because the person whom you have killed also needs justice. Except you discount justice and you hand over forgiveness to a murderer, and then you have done twice the evil. First, to the person whom this guy and his friend have killed. Second, you have said that the person who has been killed should allow himself suffer the injustice without consequence. The sun has set. My work's done. I'll see you tomorrow when the sun rises. Thank you very much for listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name's Joyce.
Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.